Welcome to City Roundup, brought to you by the City of Pensacola. With your host, Saida Rosa. City Roundup is your one-stop shop for everything having to do with the City of Pensacola. And now, Saida.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of City Roundup. I'm your host, Saida Rosa with the City of Pensacola. We like to start off our show with a message from our Mayor, Grover Robinson. The clip we're about to show is from his press conference earlier this week. He discussed how he's attending a conference for mayors in South Carolina to talk about waterfront planning.
In fact, that's one of the things I'm going to Charleston this week to discuss with the Mayor's Institute for Design about what we'll be looking at. And again, having a chance to look at it, my understanding in this group, I've actually got homework to do. There are going to be about 7 other cities there, and we each make presentations, and we each kind of work to critique what's happening and learn from what other communities are doing. So I'm excited about my time in Charleston, and that I'll be learning from all these other communities, and they'll have a chance to critique what we're doing in Pensacola. So I'm interested to see what that happens.
Make sure you're following the mayor on social media for important updates. All you have to do is search Pensacola Mayor on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're under construction. We'll no longer be calling our new show The Upside, but we're still committed to bringing you the latest news, views, and activities from the City of Pensacola. Host Tanya Vaden introduces us to her new co-hosts. They talk about the opening of Fire Station Number 3 and why natural gas workers were recognized this week. Those topics and more coming up right now.
Welcome back. I'm Tanya Vaden, and I'd like to introduce you to my new co-host, John Scanlon. You might recognize him because he does coastal cooking for Pensacola Energy.
Thanks for the introduction, Tanya. And we're shooting today's episode at Hollice T. Williams Park because there are some recent improvements, right, Tanya?
There are, and some very exciting improvements. Our tennis courts have been resurfaced and striped to accommodate pickleball. The sport is growing in popularity here in Pensacola and nationwide. So when we resurface the 3 tennis courts here, we also restripe them for pickleball. That is the blue line you're seeing. More improvements are coming to the park, so stay tuned.
Its opening had been highly anticipated, and the grand opening of the Fire Station Number 3 didn't fall short on expectations. The event on March 14th had several speakers, including Fire Chief Jenny Craner, Council President Andy Tahar, and of course Mayor Grover Robinson. Council members helped uncouple the hose to officially open the fire station, and firefighters pushed back the engine into the new house.
Every one of us, regardless of rank, is a firefighter, and we are proud to work for all of you. May this new firehouse provide everyone, community members and firefighters, with a sense of safety.
The new building replaces the 50-year-old building right down the street on Summit Boulevard. The project was funded through the local option sales tax. If you see a Pensacola Energy worker this week, make sure to give them a big thank you. March 18th is National Natural Gas Utility Workers Day. We recognize them on that day because it is the anniversary of the New London, Texas school explosion in 1937 that led to the widespread odorization of natural gas and increased emphasis on safety. Safety is a vital aspect to natural gas distribution, and the employees of distribution companies endeavor to make natural gas delivery as safe as possible.
Thank you, John. And get ready to play in the streets because Ciclavia is coming up. This will be the 3rd year of the event. On March 23rd, Palafox and Main Streets in downtown Pensacola will close down to motorized traffic and will be open to people to ride bikes, walk, run, and play. The event runs from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Again, that's March 23rd, and we hope to see you there.
Before we go, the Community Redevelopment Agency wants your feedback and planned streetscape improvements to A Street, DeVillers Street, and Rue Street. The improvements may include sidewalks, lighting, aesthetic and cultural enhancements, street trees, landscaping, and bicycle facilities. There will be a public workshop on Tuesday, March 19th at 5:30 p.m. at City Hall. The public comment period will run until mid-April. You can look at plans and concepts and learn more by visiting our website, cityofpensacola.com.
That's all we have for you on this episode. We thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.
Parks and Recreation Director Brian Cooper tells us more about those improvements at Hollice T. Williams Park in the latest edition of City Spotlight.
Hollice T. Williams it's a linear park. It starts downtown and works its way up to Savannah's, then stalls and then picks back up and goes all the way up here almost to McGee Field. Hi, I'm Brian Cooper, the Director of Parks and Recreation for the City of Pensacola. Hollice T. Williams was an educator here in town, African-American educator. His son, Larry Williams, actually works for the park system, so it's pretty exciting to have Larry on the team, and this park means a lot to him and his family's brothers and sisters. It's used for a variety of purposes. We have 3 tennis courts here that we just got through resurfacing. For the first time, we've also added pickleball lines to all 3 courts, so we're real excited about that. Pickleball is a variation of tennis, badminton. It's played on a much smaller court. You can see the blue lines on the court, usually singles or doubles. Normally the first server would serve from this side, the right side over to the left side, landing in the service zone, the no volley zone. It's big deal nationwide. You're starting to see state and regional competitions, national tournaments. It's just a great game. If we can continue to invest in this park, we feel like we can help bring both sides of the interstate together. We have walking path all the way around the park. We hope to improve that to make that more walkable and bikeable in the near future. People are out here every day playing basketball. Our summer, our pool is busting at the seams. So this is a great little area. We want people to come out and try the pool, try the tennis courts, try pickleball, shoot baskets, and just enjoy the Hollice T. Williams corridor.
Visit our YouTube channel and explore more episodes of City Spotlight. We'll be right back after these messages.
Natural gas homes are in demand. Here's what home builders have to say.
Gas provides a wonderful selling advantage over electricity. Customers love cooking with natural gas. It gets hotter faster. The temperature is actually more controllable. The energy efficiency absolutely plays a part with our decision to put natural gas in our homes. It's much more efficient for our customers to use natural gas.
Natural gas from Pensacola Energy, the clean, reliable, earth-friendly choice.
Heating water with electricity versus natural gas can cost twice as much, and tankless natural gas water heaters can add even more savings. So don't get soaked with higher energy costs. Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
Welcome back, and now we turn to our green tip of the week. Buy reusable items. Skip the plastic forks and styrofoam cups. Bring silverware and mugs to work. Reusable items reduce the use of raw materials, meaning less waste. Would you like to work for the City of Pensacola or know someone who would? We're hiring. This week's featured job is for a legal assistant. The person who fills this position will be responsible for professional and administrative work. To learn more about it and apply, visit PensacolaCityJobs.com. We'll be right back after this.
Heat pumps don't pump much heat. In fact, heat from an efficient natural gas heater can be 30% warmer, and you can get up to an $800 rebate when you install one. Warming up to natural gas yet? Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
Some food for thought for your Friday. In this episode of Coastal Cooking Quick Bites, host John Scanlon from Pensacola Energy shows us how to use natural gas to make wheat roti.
On this episode of Coastal Cooking Presents Quick Bites, Chef Saurabh from Spice and Spirits will be making wheat roti. Stick around and find out how it's done.
Welcome to Coastal Cooking Quick Bites, brought to you by Pensacola Energy.
Welcome to Coastal Cooking Presents Quick Bites. I'm your host, John Scanlon, and I'm joined by a very special guest, Chef Saurabh from Spice and Spirits at 1 North New Orrington Road in Pensacola, Florida. Chef, thank you for joining us on the show.
Thank you for calling me on the show.
And so you're making wheat roti, is that correct?
Yes.
What is a wheat roti?
So it's wheat is a plant, and what they do is they dry it enough to destroy the water from over there, from inside the seed, and they remove they peel it off. They peel it off the solid part. They peel it off, take it down, and They make a powder of it. They press it enough that it becomes powderish.
Okay, it's almost like they grind it down. Or...
Yeah, and then it looks like this. becomes this. And you add water enough. If you take this and put it in a bowl, add water and mix it enough, knead it enough, you get this.
So do you make this in the restaurant yourself?
Yes.
Or? Really?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So this is, from scratch.
From scratch. So we get this. We have our own seller who makes us this, and so I choose the seed, because some seeds are like they're not good enough for the quality that we want. So they have gehu, which is the wheat. They have mix gehu, which comes with chickpea. They call it basin back home, lentils. So this is actually made out of the mixed whole grain.
Okay.
Wheat, yes.
Awesome. So that little bit of flour and.
And then you roll it, and then you get the roti.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Take it out. Add this. Press it enough to make a circle.
And so your naan at the restaurant, is that from scratch as well?
Yes, that is exactly from scratch, and it goes inside the tandoor.
That's the cooking process.
Yes. It's actually the clay oven, and cooking. Its degree is more than 800 degree Fahrenheit. If I'm wrong, I think it's Celsius. At when I use it, you see my hand has no hair, so free wax. And dust the flour off. You don't need too much flour. And add this.
And there's no oil in the pan. Correct?
No oil on the pan. High heat, and let it. You'll see bubbles. If you come over here, you'll see bubbles already starting to come. At this point, I'll take this, and now you can flip it. It's starting to cook.
That's quick.
Make sure that if you have a cloth or something, use that, so that you keep moving it. It cooks evenly. So I just realized I've been cooking on the small one. I see a big one over here. Now flip it again. Now you see the difference?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't had this in the restaurant yet, but I've had your naan, and it's incredible. It almost melts in your mouth. It's unlike any other naan I've ever had before. And it's really good, just like all the dishes I've had. And that's at Spice and Spirits at 1 North New Warrenton Road. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. till 10 p.m.
And then this is called a fulka.
And you can only do that on a gas stove right there.
Yes, you can. Only on the gas stove. I've tried it on the electric stove. Do it with precaution.
That is really cool. So they are open 7 days a week, 11 to 10. Monday through Friday, 11 to 2, they have a buffet. For all the other hours, it's a la carte. You can get their anything off the menu. And they have the menu, it looks incredible, and it's constantly changing. Is that correct?
Yes, it's a seasonal menu. And are you hungry?
I am hungry.
You want all three?
Yeah, if you want to cook all three, we can do that.
I don't mind cooking all three. Yeah. So you can give it variances. If you want to add oil, you can add oil. That's going to turn into a semi-crispy fried roti, but it's called paratha. And you don't need enough. You don't need to add a flour after every naan roti. If you keep adding it, it's just gonna burn the pan, burn that, and then it's gonna give you that burny texture. Always dust while you're cooking the roti.
So what kind
bring
of
it back to
process
life.
do you have at the restaurant for this? Is it
All
just
hand dough.
large? I mean,
all hand dough.
Oh, really?
Everything hand doughed. We, I think I'm not used to using machines. I mean, we have one, but we just don't use it, because I get the feel like sometimes I'll see some unmixed flour that just ruins the taste. If I'm selling that to customer, that's just not gonna work it.
Well, I know from the quality of food that I've had at your restaurant that I can tell there's a lot of love that goes into it. It's everything I've had has just been quality. It's you can tell.
Yeah, it clocks in and clocks out.
And you guys have a large wine bar.
Yes, we do. It's fully functional. We do have whiskey, selected whiskeys. We serve a good amount of beer, IPAs, domestic beers as well.
Not only that, but the restaurant looks fantastic. I remember the building beforehand, and a lot of work went into it. It's got some great atmosphere. Just a great restaurant, and in general, and the food's just incredible as well.
So I bring it to the side. You'll see why I'm bringing it to the side. I'm making sure my sides are cooking as well, like this. You see those? So that's why when my mom used to cook, so we used to have 4 of these, only the 4 panels. We didn't have those. So my roti could go inside and cook properly. And you don't even have to keep it on the gas a lot. It's just once it fluffs, it's cooked. So I've seen people, sorry.
Go ahead, please.
I've seen people doing this with hand. It's easy. So if you want to do it with hand, take it out about 30 minutes before, and then you can do it with hand as well.
Okay.
Which I'm not going to show because I didn't take it out at 30 minutes before.
Now we got this nice rolling pin here. That thing is a monster.
First time we took it out, I was like, oh, blind alert.
And so what would you eat the wheat roti with? Is that pretty much all your dishes?
With everything. You can fill this up with potatoes, anything you want. You can actually dough it with diced tomatoes. No, not diced tomatoes. Diced onions, chopped garlics, cumin. Yeah, and then all you have to do is add oil to the pan, bring it over here, flip it, add more oil, and then you can have it with all your dishes.
It sounds incredible.
Yeah.
I know I had the other day, it was a garlic naan.
Yeah.
That stuff was amazing.
Yes.
I'm not a huge, I eat bread, but I'm not one to just eat a slice of bread. I could eat that naan all day long. I don't eat anything else.
So if it's more circle, it's gonna look good, and it's gonna fluff better. Like these didn't fluff better because they had what do you call that? They had these marks, which didn't let it fluff. Other than that.
And when you told me about the process, you said, when you put it over that gas flame, it would puff up. I didn't know what to expect.
Yes.
That was really cool. And after seeing it, it's like, oh, fluff up. I mean, you describe it really well, but until you see it.
So these, the sides actually blocks all the air from going out. And the top, unless there's a cut on it, it won't fluff up. If there's no cut, it'll fluff up.
That air just gets trapped inside.
Yes. And cook it evenly. So some of the rotis that I cook, when it's fluff up, it starts wobbling like that. Like, where should I start cooking from? And this is good.
Excellent. We'll throw them on a serving platter. And Excellent.
Perfect. And this is done.
All right, Chef Sarab's just finished cooking the wheat roti. Thank you for being on the show. It was really quick. That was awesome to see being done. We appreciate it. And we have it there with your other 2 dishes that he did. Make sure to check those episodes of Coastal Cooking Presents Quick Bites with spice and spirits. And Chef Sarab, where he made chicken tikka marsala and the yellow lentils. And so when you come to Spice and Spirits, you're going to get a dish and you're going to get rice and then you're going to get the wheat rotis with it, correct?
You'll get an option of buying it. It's on the side.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Definitely buy it. Definitely, because it is a really, really good. I've always enjoyed it. Go see them, again, at 1 North New Warrington Road. They have a buffet Monday through Friday from 11 to 2. They are open from 11 to 10 p.m. every day, 7 days a week, and then they have a la carte. Some of the best food you can taste in Pensacola. Again, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for watching. Make sure to watch all the other episodes, and we'll see you next time.
This has been Coastal Cooking Quick Bites, brought to you by Pensacola Energy.
Before we go, a quick reminder that the mayor's next neighborhood cleanup day will be Saturday, March 30th. The area covered for this pickup is from East Maxwell Street on the south, the waters of Bayou Tahar on the east, up to Fairfield Drive on the north, along the city limits back over to North Davis Highway, then follows North Davis Highway back down to East Maxwell. That's all we have for this episode of City Roundup. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you same place, same time next week.
This has been City Roundup with Saida Rosa. City Roundup is the City of Pensacola's one-stop shop for everything having to do with Pensacola. Join us again each Friday at 8 a.m. for more of City Roundup.